Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Harish Gupta on the line, who's co-founder and CEO over at Polybird. Harish, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it.
So I'm excited to get more into what you're doing over at Polybird. But before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how did you get started in your career in business?
Sure. I started my career on Wall Street, worked at a few investment banks such as Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, and Barclays. Saw a tremendous opportunity how blockchain would disrupt financial markets. Quit my job at Barclays, where I was a junior economist, to start my company here at Polybird in New York City.
Wow, that's amazing. So highly technical financial background and transition that into what you're doing over at Polybird as co-founder. So that being said, there's some younger entrepreneurs that are maybe just getting started, or they're just getting out of college and they're thinking about going down that entrepreneurial path. You've obviously transitioned from highly specialized field now into being an entrepreneur and business owner yourself. What kind of advice would you give to that real newbie that's just really out there getting started, considering their first entrepreneurial venture?
There's a saying that even though the average human life is 35, most people die at 25. There's a jail that they spend the rest of their lives in. When I started, I just wanted to do where my heart took me. I wanted to live my life to the fullest. So when I saw this opportunity in blockchain, I was pleasantly surprised regarding what it could do to the financial world. I really wanted to participate in it. So I just jumped. So my mind, yeah, just jump, that's all I can say.
I love it. I mean, it's great advice, and I can hear it in your voice. I mean, there's some people that over time you have to go out there and do it, and so I love that advice. Just jump. That being said, I want to switch it up a bit because you've mentioned it, but now I want to go a little further. So let's get into Polybird. So first, tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Sure. So we are SEC FINRA regulated marketplace in the United States. But we are a global platform where investors all over the world can come and invest or trade securities which are on the blockchain. Now, we go live next month. We just got a regulatory approval from SEC FINRA. But the whole concept lies on this new concept that has come up in the market. It's called tokenization. Tokenization is essentially, anything securities on Wall Street, but on the blockchain presented as coins. Let's say you have a real estate building, it's valued at $100 million. You as an individual investor would like to participate in it. It's extremely hard to get in and buy that. And once you have bought it, if you want to sell it, it's like impossible. And even if you do it, you have to sell it at a heavy discount. What tokenization does is it represents all of that $100 million value in, let's say, 100 million coins, and the coins become easily exchangeable and tradable. And this can be done for literally any security in the market, whether that's real estate, equity, bonds, and all of these being private. Nothing is public security. So what we do is we are U.S. securities laws regulated platform, marketplace for such tokens or securities which are on the blockchain, also called as tokenized securities or security tokens or blockchain-based securities.
Wow, that's amazing. So what happens now, and correct me if I'm wrong, so now if you think about maybe illiquid assets, when you think about assets that would have a significant, as you mentioned, if you were to sell and had to do a fire sale or something, you have to sell at a significant discount. Now what this allows is a little bit more liquidity into those assets potentially. Is that accurate?
That's right.
And so now that kind of changes everything in terms of dynamics of how portfolios are put together too. If you think about like on the macro perspective, huh?
That's right. We like to call ourselves a private market stock exchange, but since we don't have a stock exchange license, we call ourselves private marketplace. But a lot of illiquid assets that you see out there, there are assets where people would like to get in. And there's a lot of amount of capital sitting on the side which people would like to deploy and get good returns on. And it's not just about, the large institutional managers, but even the average individual investors would like to participate in these assets. As the public markets returns are diminishing, the public markets are shrinking, number of IPOs are falling, number of publicly listed companies have decreased over the last 2 decades. There is a more such need of private markets involvement, whereas private markets have been significantly expanding in the last 2 decades. But there is no such marketplace where you can systematically get in and or get out. So that's what we enable via our regulated platform that is using advanced blockchain technologies.
That's awesome. So Harish, if somebody's listening to this and they're thinking about whether or not Polybird or using the platform is a good fit for them, what's the correct type of investor to use the platform in your mind, in your niche?
Right now, we're targeting most of the investors who we want on a platform at the moment would be somewhat like accredited investors and or qualified institutional buyers. But a lot of offering that in the US, it's called Reg D. It also involves a very, very limited number of retail investors to come in, which basically means anyone. But mostly this platform at the moment is geared towards accredited investors and or qualified institutional buyers, as well as non-US investors. And these investors can not only buy securities on the platform, but they can also sell at a very short duration. So they're not like sitting in. So you think of Kickstarter or Indiegogo, or you think of start engines where you can easily purchase in what you like to get in. But can you get out? The answer is no. For you to get out, you have to wait 10 years for IPO. Well, that doesn't make sense, Most people would like to get out. Most people are not PE funds, so they would like to get out within 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. They want to make money. Yep. That's why they're investing. They're not being charity and investing in real estate projects and sit down for 10 years. That doesn't make sense to them. What we enable via our easily exchangeable coin-based, blockchain-based platform is that you can not only discover, get in, and eventually be able to get out. Now, it sounds as easy, but it of course is not as easy on reality because someone needs to be buying on the other hand. But at least we enable that ecosystem, which currently doesn't exist at all.
That's awesome. So Harish, if somebody is listening to this and they do want to learn more about Polybird, which is going to go live, I believe you said next month, right?
Yes, that's right.
Perfect. What's the best way for them to get more info?
So we have a website, and a lot and lots of details is available on our website, which is polybird.io, and a tagline for issuers who are looking to list the assets on a platform is "Go public without going public." We are US regulated. We are at polybird.io. So if you're an investor, please feel free to sign up. If you're an issuer who would like to list the illiquid assets, you can contact us via form, which is also available on our website. We have a bunch of support and advisors and lawyers from Wall Street, and all of the details is available on our website.
That's awesome. So Harish, really appreciate you coming on the show today and telling us more about what you're doing over at Polybird and creating this new marketplace. It's quite amazing in my opinion. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, do all those great things we do to support our podcasters. I really do appreciate it. And Harish, we're definitely going to have to get you back on the show when everything's live and you have it going for a couple months so I'm going to want some updates on this because Polybird could be changing some things for assets and liquidity going forward. I love it. Love the idea, love the concept, and thank you again for coming on the show.